So it's like, it seems more than ever like, kind of like the car you drive defines who you are. So if you drive like an Outback, you're outdoorsy. If you drive a Hummer, you're a douchebag. That's why when I drive my Prius, I like the litter. Because you don't fucking know me. You don't know a thing about me. You know. So good luck figuring out that goddamn conundrum. I like driving a Prius in Vermont. They let you get away with things because Vermont's is an environmentally conscious state. You know, I cut people off like they don't care. I speed. The other day, I was backing up and I wasn't paying attention and I hit a child. Yeah. The cop came, he was like, through gross negligence, this child is now dead. But my God, if your carbon footprint's not magnificently small. You know what? Get out of here. We're gonna tell him that the mother did it. And I said, listen, I would love to be off the hook for this thing, but you know, I can't frame an innocent woman. He said, fuck that bitch. She drives a Hummer. Anyway, but I did get pulled over in my Prius. It actually happened today, and you know, he pulled me over. He asked for my license, registration, and then he's like, "Do you have any dope in your car?" And I was like, "No." And then he was like, "You look nervous. Are you nervous?" And I was like, I had to think about it, and I was like, "Well, I am nervous." And he's like, "Why are you nervous?" He's like, "Well, because you're a cop, and you have mace and a taser." And a fucking gun. And I have a banana. And if we were in a Three Stooges movie, you know, that would work out well because I would give chase. And then it would like throw the banana peel and you would step on it and slip and I would get away. But this is real life and you could shoot me in the face. And he went, fair enough, here's a warning. Yeah, no, that actually did happen today. I was nervous, and when you're nervous, you say things that like you don't mean to say. Like I was like, he was like, I caught you doing 81 and 65. Why were you going so fast? And I was like, because 65 is too fucking slow. I got places to be, chief. I shouldn't have said that. So changing gears for a moment, one of my favorite things to do right now is give directions. When people ask me for directions, I always give them, even when I don't know where it is, the place that they're trying to get to, I just make shit up. And even when I do know where the place is, I'll still make shit up. And like a lot of people will be like, isn't that mean? And I was like, no, it's not mean. It's like giving them an adventure, you know? It's like everybody needs a little excitement in their lives. So there was an old couple, and I lived in South Burlington, Vermont. I go to law school there. By the way, if any of you want to visit me, I live on the corner of Misery and living my parents' dreams. I'm a law student, so anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this old couple came up, and I was walking in South Burlington, and they said, "Do you know where the law school is?" And of course I knew where the fucking law school is. It was like across the street. But I said to myself, self, these people need a fucking adventure. And I'm going to give it to them. You know? So I said, okay, yeah, I know where the law school is. What you want to do is you want to keep on going straight up 14. And you're going to pass Dunkin' Donuts on your right. Then you want to make your first left. You're going to go about 1.5 miles. And then you're going to come to like a big dildo factory. And here's the thing about people out of state that don't know the area. Whatever you say to them, they'll just believe it, you know? They'll just like be like, okay, I guess my dildos are made and distributed in central Vermont. You know? And like the guy's asking questions, he's like, is this dildo factory on my right or left? And I was like, it's on your right. And you'll know when you're there because there's like a big inflatable cock, like right there. And he's like writing it down, like big inflatable cock on the right. How big is this cock? And I'm like, it's a big fucking cock. It's like 14 feet big, and it says Bob's Dildos like down the shaft. You know, if you guys want, if you have time, you should take like a free tour. You know, like they let you sample the dildos. They got like hemp dildos, like organic dildos. I mean, there's no reason not to think green when you're buying dildos, right? And but, unfortunately, they didn't have time. But then they were like, you know, we gotta go. And I was like, all right. And then after the dildo factory, you make a left, and the law school's on the right. But if you come to a nun with like a ball gag in her mouth, right in a mechanical bull, you've gone too far. You've got to turn around. So I just like to think about the fact that somewhere out there at any time of the day, there's like a middle-aged couple in central Vermont driving around looking for a dildo factory. That's my little contribution. Thank you, I'm Aaron Black.